must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Sylvelis. Elden Ring is one of my favorite games of all time, and with DLC just around the corner, I wanted to make a guide to help both new and returning players get incredibly powerful at the start of the game. I'm about an hour and a half into this playthrough. I have 11 plus 8 flasks. I have enough smithing stones to level a regular weapon to plus 19. I have enough somber smithing stones to level a unique weapon to plus 6. I have over 175,000 runes. I also have the entire map unlocked through Leyndell. In this video, I will be walking you through how I did it step by step. I've also made sure that no questlines will be broken in the process of following this guide. This guide will be split into multiple parts, each with its own timestamps. We start out by mapping out Limgrave, Caelid, Liurnia, and Altus, grabbing all the upgrade materials on the way. Next, we will speed through a few dungeons for more upgrade materials and a few key items. Lastly, I will show you how to make about 150k runes in about 5 minutes. To start out, pick any starting class. They all should be able to follow this guide without any adjustments. You can pick any keepsake as well, though I recommend the golden seed. This is the route we will be taking through Limgrave. If you're new to the game, I'd recommend taking a screenshot and reference back to it as you follow along. From the first steps, head to the Church of Ella. Grabbing the Smithing Stone 1 and Golden Rune 2. Then go to Gatefront Runes and talk to Melina to acquire Torrent.
Hey sir, would you like him returning to aid you to the foot, and summon her, I bequeath. You will some torrent, treat him with...
Fast travel back to the church and talk to Rani for the spirit calling bell.
Tis a bell, summon them with spirit now, tis that.
From Gatefront Runes, pick up the map, then run into the cellar to grab the whetstone knife. On your way out, grab the flail from the cart and activate the Aegil Lake North Site of Grace. Now we are heading south along the main road. Carefully grab the Smithing Stone 1 on the bridge, then pick up the Somber one from the guy on the chair. Head up the hill across the road to grab a gold pickled fowlfoot. Then continue to follow the road south towards the Weeping Peninsula. When you reach the bridge, grab the Smithing Stone 1 and the Stone Sword key before activating the Bridge of Sacrifice Site of Grace. Continue south and pick up the Morning Star from the cart. Grab the Golden Rune and Smithing Stone 2 on your way out. From the Castlemorn Rampart, follow this route to grab the Golden Seed and the map fragment without aggroing the Golem Archer. Then head clockwise up the hill to grab our first sacred tear from the Kalu Baptismal Church. Fast travel back to the Bridge of Sacrifice and follow the cliff edge westward. Pick up the Faith Tear, then head up the cliffs to the Church of the Pilgrimage. Here we will find our second sacred tier. Be sure to grab the 2 blood grease on your way out. Next, head southwest towards the 4th Church of America, picking up some Trina's lilies on the way. Grab the 3rd sacred tier and head up the site of grace. Fast travel back to Gatefront Ruins. Head up the path and grab the golden seed. Veer east to grab a few smithing stone ones, then up to Stormhill Shack, grabbing the stone sword key. Head northeast past the giant to grab the strength tier. Then down the cliff and southeast to the War Master's Shack. Next, head north, then east to find the knight riding a horse. It's pretty easy to fight him on horseback. Jump off your horse and take the critical hit when he falls. He drops the Golden Vow Ash of War, which is great for any build. Jump onto the runes to grab the lance, then head east on the road to the Saint's Bridge. Pick up the smithing stone 1 on the bridge, then continue east to the Summonwater Village outskirts. From here, head south between the ruins, picking up more Trina's lilies. Then down the cliffs to the Golden Rune Graveyard. Be sure to pick up the Fever's Cookbook, which will allow you to craft sleep pots later on. Follow this path down the cliff. Head into the Church of America. Here we find our 4th sacred tier and the Flask of Wondrous Physic. Follow the route south. Grabbing the map and the spiked cracked tier. Then continue south to Fort Height. Grab the golden seed, then run through the fort and up the tower to grab the left half of the Dectus Medallion. Quit out before the knight can kill you. This is the route we will be taking through Caelid. Fast travel back to the 4th Church of America. And head into the Waygate, which will take you to the Bestial Sanctum. Head south to the Farum Great Bridge, grabbing the golden seed on the way. Ride past the dragon. It never hits you if you just keep moving. Then turn left, picking up the golden runes in the graveyard before jumping down the Spirit Spring. At Lena's Rise, follow this route to kill the rolling ball for 2k runes before activating the Site of Grace. You can come back here at any time if you want to farm runes for some extra early levels. Use the Spirit Spring to jump into the tower to grab the Memory Stone. Then fast travel back to the Site of Grace. Next, jump back up the cliff and head southwest and around the left side of the Minor Erd tree. Use the Spirit Spring and ride south to Fort Feroth. Rest at the Site of Grace and let Melina take you to the Round Table Hold. talk to Gideon and Dialos.
I'm, well, the honor of my way to myself, take your eyes off your finder.
Then buy a dagger and a seal from the Twin Maidens. Try to get your runes as close to 0 as possible before going forward. I recommend leveling up and putting points into Vigor, since all builds will want that. And having some extra health will help with this walkthrough. Go back to Fort Feroth and run through the fort and up the ladder. You may get poisoned, but that's okay. Here we can grab the right half of the Dectus Medallion. Jump down and into the second hole. Grab the golden rune 12, then roll past the giant rat and down to get Radagon's sword seal. Then let the rats kill you. Equip Radagon's sword seal and head west past the sleeping dragon. Grab the map fragment and activate Dragon Barrow West. Continue west to the Caelid ruins. Then head southwest to Fort Gale. Head up the cliff's edge, then around the back of the fort to grab Flame Grant Me Strength. Then quickly head down the tree roots and cliffs to grab a Somber Fort. Fast travel back to Fort Feroth. Use this Spirit Spring to jump up onto the white rock and grab a couple of Smithing Stone 7s and a Stone Sword key. Then back down and head to the Church of the Plague. Here we will find our 5th sacred tier. Head south and down the cliffs. Grab these 2 golden runes on the way to activating the Southern Aeonia Swamp Bank side of Grace. Following the road, pick up the map fragment and the golden seed. This is the route we will be taking through Liurnia. Fast travel back to Stormhill Shack. Head north across the bridge. And take the hidden path into Liurnia. Go into the Church of Aerith for our 6th sacred tier. Then follow the road north past the camp to the Liurnia Lakeshore side of Grace. Talk to the merchant and sell enough golden runes to buy the lantern. Quickly grab the map fragment, then head northwest to Laskia Ruins. Pick up the Smithing Stone 3 before heading into the Waygate to be teleported to South Raya Lucaria Gate. Activate the Site of Grace, then ride south grabbing the Smithing Stone 3. Turn left and jump off the rooftops to get the Smithing Stone 2s near the giant crab. Then pick up this golden seed. Continue southeast to get another map fragment and activate the Academy Gate Town Grace. Place down these markers and head to each in order. Talk to Dialos at the first marker. Pick up the smithing stone 3s from the corpse in a chair at the second. Then grab some more smithing stone 3s from the poisoned gazebo at the third marker. Lastly, head into the waygate at the fourth marker to be teleported to the west side of Liurnia. Grab the final Liurnia map fragment and activate the grace. Go back to the round table hold and talk to Dialos one final time, ensuring that he moves to Volcano Manor. Roderica will also have moved to the round table hold, so you can head back to Stormhill Shack to grab another golden seed. Fast travel back to Laskier Ruins and head northwest to talk to Raya.
Hello. Hello, it's rather Mr. Tozer. Could I ask, follow me if you... Oh, what a blessed fog, please.
Activate the scenic isle to the west and head north to the Boil Prawn Shack. Use enough golden runes to get to 1600 runes. Then talk to Bogart to buy the necklace and one boiled prawn. This will ensure that he moves to the capital outskirts. Head southwest to get the dexterity tier. Then head directly west to pick up some more smithing stone 2s and activate the Folly on the Lake grace. Fast travel back to the scenic isle and give the necklace to Raya. She will give you an invitation to Volcano Manor and will now move to the Grand Lift of Dectus. Go back to South Raya Lucaria Gate and jump down onto this rock. Then head west, grabbing the smithing stone 2s in this gazebo. Continue heading northwest until you see the sleeping dragon. Follow this path to grab the Academy Glintstone key without waking it up. Use the key to enter Raya Lucaria and activate the grace. Then ride down the bridge to get the golden seed. Head through the north teleporter and activate the East Raya Lucaria gate grace. Head north to the Bellum Church for the 7th sacred tier. Then make your way to the Grand Lift of Dectus, using the cliffs on the right side to avoid the enemies on the road. Use the Dectus medallion to activate the lift and enter the Altus Plateau. This is the route we will be taking through the Altus Plateau. Activate the Altus Plateau's set of grace. Then head east, grabbing this stone sword key from the camp. Activate the Altus Highway Junction grace. From here, head north picking up the golden seed and the map fragment. Drop down to the Second Church of America for our 8th and final sacred tier. Run away from the Sanguine Noble, heading north and up the Spirit Spring. Grab the 2 blood grease before heading west across the bridge and activating the Site of Grace. Travel back to the Altus Highway Junction and head into the capital outskirts. Travel up the right-hand side to avoid the enemies. then ride past the tree sentinels to activate and rest at the outer wall phantom tree site of grace. Pick up the 2 golden seeds in the map fragment. Then head up the left-hand side of the stairs to avoid the gargoyle and pick up 2 more golden seeds. Fast travel back to the Altus Plateau Grace and talk to Raya to be teleported to Volcano Manor. Activate the Grace, then head outside. Travel in a counterclockwise direction, picking up the golden seed in the map fragment. Rest at the Grace to de-aggro the big hand. We're heading back to the Altus Plateau Grace again, and heading north to the Erd Tree Gazing Hill. Pick up the golden seed, then head through Windham Ruins, picking up the Smithing Stone 5 in this building. Activate the Seethe Waters River site of Grace, then follow the path in a counterclockwise direction, avoiding the geysers. Grab the golden seed and another Smithing Stone 5 on your way to Seethwater Terminus. Continue counterclockwise around the Magma Worm Arena into the Golden Rune Graveyard. Ride past the broken statue and the Rune Bear to activate and rest at the Craftsman's Shack site of Grace. Then head back to the statue. The bear will jump into the path, right around the right side of him, then jump over the statue to get him to break the statue with his heroic attack. Grab the 3 Smithing Stone 6s and run away to de-aggro the enemies. Now we are going to head into Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel for a bunch of smithing stones and the Smithing Stone Bell-Bearing 1. Fast travel back to the East Raya Lucaria Gate and use the Spirit Spring to get down. Head into the mine and equip the Morning Star, the Dagger, Two-Fingered Seal, and Radagon Sword Seal. Spend all your runes. Use all your golden seeds and sacred tears. And set your flasks to 9 red and 2 blue. Equip the Flame Grant Me Strength incantation. Put the Faith tier and the Strength tier in your physic. Finally, put Golden Vow on the dagger. By two-handing the mace, you should be able to kill the miners with a charged attack followed by a strong attack. Grab this Somber 2 and Somber 3. Run through the next room, picking up the Smithing Stone 2. In the room after that, drop down here and kill this miner. Grab the Smithing Stone 3 and the Golden Rune. Then kill these 2 miners and grab 2 more Smithing Stone 3s. Jump off the elevator to grab another Somber 2. then head into the next chamber. Kill this miner for a smithing stone 2. Then head across the beam and kill the 2 patrolling miners. Send the lift up so you can take the shortcut in case you die. Then kill this last miner and take these 3 smithing stones. Head into the next room, then run back out. This will cause the marionette to wander out. Sneak up on him for a charged attack into a critical hit. In the room behind him, you will find a smithing stone 2 and 3 smithing stone 1s. Run past the hanging marionettes in a zigzag pattern to avoid getting shot. Then jump down and spam click pickup to grab all the smithing stones. Run onto the lift, then jump off to grab another Somber 3. At the bottom, send the lift back up in case you die during the boss fight. Get the Somber 1, then buff up before entering the boss arena. To do this, drink your physic, then use Golden Vow and Flame Garden Strength. Two charged attacks will break the Crystalline stance. After the critical hit, you can chain 2 more charged attacks into another critical hit for the killing blow. Next stop is Sealed Tunnel for more smithing stones and the Smithing Stone Bell Bearing 2. Fast travel back to the outer wall side of Grace, head east, down the rocks, then south into Sealed Tunnel. Spend all your runes, and swap out the Faith tier for the Spiked Cracked tier in your physic. Tumble through the illusory wall, then grab the Golden Rune 5 and this Smithing Stone 5, before opening the chest for the Smithing Stone Bell Bearing 2. Tumble through another illusory wall, then jump off the descending elevator to get another Smithing Stone 5. At the bottom, tumble through 2 more walls, then drink your Flask of Wondrous Physic. One charged attack should break the Vulgar Militiaman's stance, and a follow-up critical hit should kill them. Once they are all taken care of, grab the golden pickled fowlfoot and jump down. Stand to the right of the broken statue and bait the Iron Maiden into breaking it. Head to the other side of the chamber for Somber 5, then back to the broken statue to grab the 3 Smithing Stone 6s. At this point, you can either let the Iron Maiden kill you, or you can try to escape up the ladder and out of the tunnel. Now we're heading to Sellia Crystal Tunnel for some more Smithing Stone 5s. Fast travel back to the first steps side of Grace. Spend any runes if you have them. Head east to the Dragon Burnt runes and into the cellar. Open the trap chest to be teleported into Sellia Crystal Tunnel. Sneak down and grab these 3 Smithing Stone 5s. Then run up the path and quit out in front of the shack to de-aggro the pests. Run up the path for another Smithing Stone 5. Then jump onto the top of the shack and over into the next zone. Grab another smithing stone 5 running past the big miner. Then head up the ladder for a somber 4. Run across the bridge and grab these 2 smithing stone 5s before quitting out to de-aggro the pests again. Head around and up this ladder, then kick down the other ladder for a shortcut before grabbing another somber 4. In the next room, grab the final smithing stone 5 and let the pest kill you. You should have a total of 12 smithing stone 5s in your inventory now. Run out and rest at the Grace to enable fast travel again. Now we're heading to Volcano Manor to get the rest of the smithing stone 6s and a somber 6. Run up the stairs and grab the first smithing stone 6, then run back down to despawn the invader. Talk to Tanith
Raya,
for the drawing room key.
Rise with her. Interested now, you the drawing might be sure.
Then head into this room and turn on your lantern. Tumble through the illusory wall, then run straight through the next couple of rooms to make it to the prison town church site of grace. Follow this path, rolling backwards to avoid the Iron Maiden. Rolling backwards, then forward to avoid the Iron Maiden and the dog. Then run up this roof for another smithing stone 6. Head down the path, then jump past the man serpent and back inside. Jump off the railing and through this hallway. Then turn right to get to the guest hall site of grace. Open the double doors, then jump down. Grab the somber 6 on the rooftop to the right. Then across the lava and up onto the opposite rooftop for 2 smithing stone 6s. Pick up the golden rune 9, then head back the same way, except this time, jump north from here into the lava, then spam roll to solid ground. Heal up and jump over to this island for the final 2 smithing stone 6s. Head back to the round table hold and sell all your golden runes to the blacksmith. Turn in your bell bearing to the Twin Maidens and buy 12 smithing stone 4s. Fast travel back to Fort Feroth, put the dexterity tier in your physic, then equip the flail, the blood grease, and the golden pickle foul feet. Ride over to the dragon, drink the physic, then apply the blood grease to your flail. Use the skill on the flail to hit the dragon a bunch of times in rapid succession. It doesn't matter if you run out of FP, the weapon will still continue to apply bleed. Reapply the second blood grease when it runs out. When the dragon is very low health, get on your horse and take the golden pickle foul foot. Continue to hit the dragon on horseback until it dies. Then immediately ride back to the site of grace, jump off your horse, and rest before the dragon despawns. I recommend practicing the ride and jumping off a few times to make sure you don't mess it up. If you did it correctly, you will get around 60k runes, and the dragon will still be there. You could continue to do this trick as many times as you want, but I usually just kill the dragon on the second go, since that is enough runes to get me through the early game. There are way better ways to farm runes not that far into the game. I'll probably make another video on mid-game rune farming in the future. Repeat the whole process on the dragon again, except this time just let her die. Doing so with the golden pickle foul foot will net you close to 100k runes. And that's it for this guide. If it was helpful, please leave me a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. If there are any other Elden Ring videos you would like to see, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks everyone. Peace.